this week we've been staying at the Oliver Lee State Park in Alamogordo, New Mexico. It's been a great stop. We originally weren't going to stay here. We were going to stay at something called Gary Springs. But this was actually closer to White Sands, and there was some other stuff to do in the area, so we decided to stay here.
It was a good choice. It's, I don't know if you can see, but it's freaking gorgeous around here.
Yeah, that's the view behind our trailer. $14 a night. You get water, electric. They have extremely hot showers.
Like burn your skin hot. It's like a press button. Like you just like push it in.
Kind of like a timer almost.
You don't have temperature control. It's like sear your skin hot or nothing. It's really...
But it's been good. It's better than a lukewarm 2-foot shower like we had at Big Bend.
And after a couple of days at White Sands, like literally could not get the sand out of my scalp. My scalp is so sore right now from scrubbing it, trying to get the sand out of it. So
everything is full of gypsum, not sand, but gypsum.
Right.
And it's still, after 2-3 showers, it's still falling out of us, which is just ridiculous.
It's insane. We're going to be finding gypsum for years, I'm afraid. It's been an awesome place to stay. I couldn't have asked for a better place, but we're moving on today.
Heading southeast.
Yep.
Towards Carlsbad, almost back to we'll be right down by the Texas border again.
Yes, true. BLM.
Free boondocking this time.
Free boondocking.
So that's where we're headed.
Let's go. Dump station at the campground is clogged and out of order. It wasn't us. So TJ gets to do the dirty deed of dumping the tanks at the Alamogordo Chamber of Commerce. Never seen a Chamber of Commerce with a dump station before. We are going from Alamogordo to Carlsbad Caverns. There were 2 ways to go. One of them goes through Cloudcroft, and the other one we kind of would have had to backtrack back to El Paso and then across through Texas. The Cloudcroft way is the more obvious choice, except that there's an 18-mile long climb up a mountain, which in some spots has a 6% grade. So TJ's been having a bit of anxiety.
Freaking out a little. First big pull with the van, and it's not that I don't feel it'll do it, I guess. It's just that it's older and it doesn't have the 900 foot-pounds of torque that the new trucks have, and we'll see. We're going to do it. So.
Our van is a 2000. We specifically bought this van because it has the tried and true...
Well, we wanted a van.
But, yeah.
We actually wanted a newer van, but the motor they put in the newer van, the newer diesel, isn't very reliable. So we searched and searched for this specific model, which has a 7.3 diesel.
Yep, but like he said, because it's older, I mean, it's 18 years old now, you know, technology's come a long way, and the newer trucks and motors certainly have more horsepower and more torque. So we're just getting into this climb now, and we'll see how this old gal does. Are cresting the top of the mountain.
Woo.
She did great.
Great. Way better than I expected. Almost 40 miles an hour the whole way up. Then we were in second gear doing a little higher RPMs, but That was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Really happy with that.
He's honestly, this has been causing him a lot of anxiety.
I lose sleep over this stuff.
But you know, the speed limit was between like 30 and 45 the majority of the drive up, so we weren't really even...
We weren't even holding anybody up. People
Right.
behind us wouldn't pass.
Yeah, yeah, it was great.
Great. Very happy. First one out of the way.
First of many. We're getting into that country here. First true BLM land. All right, we've been staying at this mile marker 10 BLM land in middle of nowhere, New Mexico. I mean, check this out. We're about a mile down this Lime Rock Road, and it's super remote out here, but it's pretty cool. When we first got here, it was a little disarming to be so alone and so remote, but
Right. Nobody around to protect you and
it didn't
keep an eye on you.
It didn't help that the first day we got here, like a storm rolled in and it was kind of just cruddy weather, and that can kind of put a damper on things. But it's been beautiful ever since. We've gotten really used to the solitude, and
Right. Quickly.
yeah, yesterday a bunch of people moved in because it was Friday night, and I guess, you know, people off for the weekend, and we were like, hey, you're invading our space, get out of here.
We didn't literally say that. We
thought it.
thought it. Yeah.
Or we said it to each other.
Yes.
We didn't like literally go chasing people off. But
Just to make that clear, we're not those kind of people.
we just talk behind your back. But anyways, yeah, it's been pretty cool out here. So we're only about maybe 5 minutes from the Carlsbad Caverns, about 20 minutes from the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. So that's our plan. That's the whole reason we decided to stay in this area, was to check those two places out.
Yep, they both came highly recommended by other people, and they said we can't miss it, so we're not.
All right, let's go. So we are at Guadalupe Mountains National Park doing the Devil's Hall Trail. It's a really cool trail. You know, today was one of those days that I could have easily stayed in bed and just done nothing all day.
She's a little grumpy.
I'm not feeling it today, but I'm glad that we pushed ourselves and got out here. It's been a really cool trail. The end is cool, but we saw cooler stuff in Big Bend, but the actual trail to get there is in an old wash, like an old
riverbed,
Right.
dried up riverbed.
Yeah, it's got these
It's
really
pretty cool.
giant boulders. You're essentially bouldering in places of it, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, glad to be able to get out and explore new things.
Yeah, it's good to get out. And, it's hard, just like at home. You know, it's hard to push yourself sometimes to get out of bed and move when you don't have to. So it's good for us that we have these kind of things around us that are almost forcing us, because you can't come here and not see these things.
Right, absolutely. When you're in a new place every weekend, there's always something new to explore and see. So, all right, we're getting ready to leave the BLM land in Carlsbad, or just outside of Carlsbad. We didn't make it to the caverns yesterday, so the plan is to drive the trailer up to the caverns today, so that when we're finished we can go ahead and leave and head on to our next destination, which is Roswell. So I'm doing my once around the trailer. TJ gets the outside ready, I get the inside ready, but then I do a once around the outside to check and make sure he hasn't missed anything, and he does a once around the inside to make sure I haven't missed anything. So I think everything looks good, and we're gonna get going.
Whoa.
All right, we're headed to the entrance of the Carlsbad Caverns.
We're gonna try to take you along. Hopefully it's not too dark in there, but we'll see.
The elevators broke earlier this week. so we get to climb down and back up, which we were just told is 80
Flights.
flights of stairs.
Actually, 80 stories.
Oh, that's right.
Not flights, stories.
Good God, we're gonna die.
Yeah, we might die. So this might be our farewell video.
It was nice
Somebody
knowing
finds
you all.
the camera. Please put it together and send it out.
Like a Blair Witch Project. All right, wish us luck.
We are walking through the amphitheater, where in the evenings, we were told 6, 7 o'clock, something like that, thousands of bats come out of this hole behind us, or the entrance behind us.
In front of us.
In front of us, whatever, and take flight. And you can sit here and watch them come out, which I think would be really cool. I wish we were going to be here later to see it. But we might see them on the inside.
Yeah, and I think it's a little early in the season, actually. From what I understand, it's something that is more prevalent in the summer, so it's kind of hit or miss if you're actually going to see them, especially this early in the year. It's
Bree's dying. It smells like bat poop. Might be walking into a horse stall, I'm not sure. It's pretty stinky. She's a little over dramatic, but it stinks.
it stinks bad.
Good thing Bree had me to carry all our stuff for the last 80 stories. We wouldn't have made it otherwise.
Turns out 80 stories is hard.
But there's ice cream afterwards, so it makes it all okay.
You know, though, I kind of am glad that the elevator was broken in a weird way, because it gives you some perspective and appreciation for just how far down
you're going, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Far.
it was
At least
really,
on the way up it was anyway.
yeah, it was really, really far, but it was awesome. Every time we go do a cavern like this, it makes me want to be a spelunker.
Technically, you are a spelunker.
It was, yeah. I would have loved one of those like off the beaten path tours where
She just wanted a helmet.
I want to climb down rope ladders and stuff.
We barely made it up the sidewalk.
No, but this was awesome.
Anyway, this is our last day in Carlsbad, in the Carlsbad area. So it's been fun. I thought we had a good time here.
Yeah, this was a great stop.
BLM
Awesome.
was cool. The caverns were cool.
White Sands, just a couple hours away, was amazing.
Not bad. Not
This
bad.
is a great place for a vacation.
Absolutely. Definitely should check it out if you're in this area.
For sure.